Hey guys, Geoff here with athletic-mission.com, a membership player development website and facility for baseball players. In the last couple videos, I talked about the video analysis and how we do it. So, the first step is just to watch and document everything that I see throughout the entire movement, starting from the ground up. The next was to look at what we want to accomplish and then what we need to focus on. 99% of the kids do the same stuff. The variation, they all need the same variation of the same understanding. So, you can see there's just countless of examples of kids getting into a poor launch position. This is an important position. So today I'm going to show you one of the very first things that I have kids do to kind of rework this pattern and understand what they're trying to do. So we need to get this part right before we can progress. You know, some guys work on it all the time, work on it at home, and they get better quicker. And the ones who don't practice, they obviously don't get it fast or get as good as quick. So here's what we're doing. So I always start with 4 baseballs on the ground. The first ball is going to be where the back foot is. The second ball is going to be the center of the body. The third ball is going to be the front foot. And then the fourth ball is going to be where I am going to stride to. Now, I'm teaching hitters how to get balanced in their setup. And, you know, I talk about some of the different techniques in the balance video that I did not too long ago. So kind of check that out. But what I'm doing here is I'm doing the whole pelvic tuck method right here. So just to get balance. Now, from here, I'm going to instruct kids to peel. You'll see in that other video, I instruct kids to peel this foot off the ground, peel it, and then move forward to this first ball. Now, when I do this right, this second ball will now be my back hip. And then the third ball will now be my center. Now, I did the demo pretty quick last night, so the attention to detail wasn't really there, but you understand what I'm trying to get kids to do. I'm trying to get them to move forward and get the back hip to this ball and get the center of the body to this ball. Though this ball may need to move out just a little bit, maybe the hair more, so that I can get everything forward. So, but that's the concept. Now, the other thing that I'm doing when I move forward is I'm telling kids to perform a type of bow and arrow action with their shoulders. So watch, let me just kind of pull this up. So when kids do this, they feel this action that I want. They feel that scap kind of load a little bit. So I'm having them perform that type of a movement as they are moving forward. And so the reason why I do this, a couple things. There's a couple reasons why I do this. Some kids, when they move forward, they want to push this arm back. They want to create an arm bar and all kinds of stuff. The other thing that happens is when kids move forward, they want to bring their hands forward. So this little scap action right here is allowing us to bring our hands back and then allowing us to keep them back. Now, one other thing to kind of watch is in my hand, I have a Stanfield ball, about 2 pounds. And see how I got my thumbs up? So I'm starting with my thumbs out and up. And what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to tell kids to do is as you move forward into your stride, your thumb should be pointing to your face. See that? See how it's pointing to my face? Now, that might be a little too much, but the point is I'm trying to get kids to understand when I do this elbow works up a little bit, so my hands are working up and back a little bit. And this is what we need, because a lot of kids bring the elbow down like this all the time. So we're exaggerating the move just a little bit right here. Now, so if I had a bat in my hand, I'm now gonna have this angle here, the bat above my head, and that knob's gonna be pointing to the catcher's feet. That's what we want. So Now, the next move that we're doing, this is where most kids fall apart. So what I'm trying to tell them to do is to take the ball, and I want you to take your hands across your chest and take it in a straight line to the pitcher. So like this. So I'm taking my hands across my chest and in a straight line to the pitcher. Now, where a lot of kids mess up is they want to straighten the arm out and the hands come out. So we want to tell them in a straight line. The ball, where my hand is right here, I'm going in a straight line to the pitcher. This is going to allow me to stay inside the ball. Now, what I try to tell them too is to understand that I want the barrel, if I had a bat in my hand, the barrel needs to travel in the same path that the hands are doing. We want them to stay in the same path for as long as possible. Now that'll make sense whenever I show you this with a bat in the hand one day. So now, what we're gonna do, what we tell guys is, when the hands get to the front hip, that's typically when we might start to release the barrel and start turning that bat into the ball and getting to extension. Now, when we get to extension, here's what I need kids to understand too. I should be able to see between my arms when I get to extension. A lot of kids don't do that. A lot of kids get their top hand pulled over or their shoulder pulled over, whatever. You can't see between their arms. So in this case, I want to over-exaggerate this daylight right here, the space between my arms. So, and then from here, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to let go of the ball. My top hand is now going to be extended straight to the pitcher. Top hand under there, or palm up. And then I'm going to take the top hand and finish up. Like that. Now, a lot of kids want to roll over this. So that's why we got to really work on trying to keep the arm extended here and keep that hand under and feel that process. And then let it finish high. Now, this is a byproduct of doing everything right. I'm not going to tell a kid who's doing this to finish high because he's not going to be able to. So it's a byproduct of this movement all working together. Now, one other thing that I want to point out is, with the kids, especially the ones that spin off and squish that bug and everything, I'm telling them I want them to keep the heel on the ground as long as possible. Both heels stay on the ground as long as possible. So, that's it, man. That's all we do. It's that simple. Kids really start to understand this, and when they start to get this movement down, they really start to understand what they want to do, what they want to accomplish, what the back arm needs to do, what the front arm needs to do. You know, they just understand what they need to do. A lot of times I'll have them repeat back to me what it is that they are doing, and a lot of times they could do it. We break it down to 4 steps, and they do really well with it. So kids do really, really well with this understanding. Now, from here, we'll go to the chuck it, we'll do short bat, we'll do a ton of other stuff before we get into hitting off the tee. But for the first part, this is all we do. I take the bat away, take the ball away, and all I want to do is focus on the movement. So, anyways, I hope this video helps. If you like it, please like the video, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.